All right, welcome everyone to our council meeting on the 20th of March. Declare the meeting open at 3 o'clock. And as per the Shire of Perenjori policy, I respectfully acknowledge the past and present traditional owners of the land on which we're meeting, the Budimai people. It is a privilege to be standing on Budimai country. I also acknowledge the pioneers who settled this country, developed the land and turned it into the productive country we know today. The meeting will be recorded and available on the Shire's website. And if you'd like to join me in the opening prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, now and forever. Amen. Okay, we have the disclaimer there as well. Item 5 is the attendance, the members, staff, no distinguished visitors, members of the public. We have none. Leave of absence is Councillor Hepworth and no apologies. 6, public question time, response to questions taken on notice. Nothing.
Nope.
And questions without notice, 6.2. Item 7, applications for leave of absence. We need a leave of absence for the next meeting. No. Item 8, the confirmation of minutes of previous meeting held on the 20th of February. Item 8.1. Can I have someone to move those minutes, please? Councillor Fraser and seconded Councillor Bryant. Councillor Fraser, would you like to speak?
No.
Councillor Bryant?
I think so.
Anyone against the item? All in favour? Carried 6-0. Item 9, announcements by presiding member without discussion. I have none. 10, petitions, deputations and presentations. There are none. And 11, announcements of matters for which meeting may be closed, which we don't have any. 12, declaration of interest. I have a declaration of interest for item 14.2 as a impartiality conflict of interest. All right, we will go to item 13.1, the monthly financial report for February 2025. Have someone to move the motion, please. Councillor Sparkman, seconder. Councillor Fraser. Councillor Sparkman, would you like to?
No, I don't.
Councillor Fraser?
No, thank you.
Anyone against the item? All in favour? Carried 6-0. Item 13.2, the schedule of financial activity for the period ended 28th of February 2025. Can I have someone to move that amendment, please? Councillor Bryant, seconder. Councillor Bradford. Councillor Bryant, would you like to speak to the item? Councillor Bradford. Anyone against the item? All in favour? Carried 6-0. Item 14.1 is the future of Latham Hall. Can I have someone to move the motion, please? Councillor Bryant, seconder. Councillor Fraser. Councillor Bryant, would you like to speak to the item? Councillor Fraser?
No, thank you.
Anyone against the item? All in favour? Carried 6-0. Item 14.2, the Perenjori Agriculture Show for 2025. Can I have someone to move the motion? Or do you want to discuss? Move the motion? Or?
Yes. Do I?
Brilliant.
Oh, actually, could I suspend standing orders and what's in?
Yes. Moved Councillor Sparkman. Can I have a seconder? Councillor Bradford. All in favour? Carried 6-0.
So that one I can just move all of that, I don't have to pick one, do I?
No,
No, so that was all.
yeah, yeah.
Just checking that, yeah, because I'm okay with all of that, so I just wanted to move. the
Yeah.
Resolution, so if somebody else had one.
Any other?
No, I think it's all good. I'm good with all that.
Right, was happy with
Yeah.
that. No, I'm
Okay.
with it, yeah.
All right, can I have someone to resume standing orders, please? Councillor Bryant, seconder. Councillor Fraser, all in favour? Carried 6-0. So if someone to move the motion, please, at 14.2. Councillor Sparkman, seconder. Councillor Bradford. Councillor Sparkman, would you like to speak to the item?
No, I think I'm just happy to endorse all of that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Councillor Bradford.
No.
Anyone against the item? All in favour? Carried 6-0. Absolute majority. Okay, item 15.1 is the adoption of compliance audit return. Can I have someone to move the item? Councillor Bradford, can I have a seconder? Councillor Bryant. Councillor Bradford, would you like to speak to the item?
No. Well done.
Councillor Bryant.
That's good, thank you.
Anyone against the item? All in favour? Carried 6-0. Absolute majority. Right. 15.2 is the proposed rail siding and associated works on lot 101 Mullawall Road, Perenjori. Yes, Councillor. Yes, can I have a seconder? Councillor Bradford, all in favour? Carried 6-0. Councillor Campbell.
Yeah, I just have a question, like, obviously, about plans that they put in, which is obviously very depth, like, as a council, do we look over that, or do we get, like professionals into, like, some not professionals to actually check that that's actually all right before it's approved?
The actual plans?
Yeah, their actual plans are put in. Or do we look at them over ourselves, or?
The plans that you're discussing at this point in time,
Yes, yeah.
they've been done by the contract planner,
Yeah.
which is Simon Lancaster.
Right, yep.
So yeah, it's been done separately by a professional. And
Yeah.
I mean, just the planning approval or the works.
Just the weird it works, yeah. Just
Well, we just do the planning approval,
Yep.
which is based on the plans they sent us. It's then up to them to make sure that
Yep.
the plans comply
It's
with the planning approval. Yeah, signed off at a later stage.
that's all. Yeah.
And following our approval, if it's approved, it then goes to the CBAC board,
Okay.
and then they goes through their approval process as well.
Do they come through the Shire at all as well and just say, are you happy with what we're trying to do here? Like, do
Who the
CDH, like, if they get their approval and everything, but do they consult with us at all about their plans? Like, it is what it is.
I doubt very much.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the consultation now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that doesn't feel like we have any involvement.
Well, we had the CBH meeting with them.
And they were tentative giving you the plans then to say what they were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wasn't at that one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, we went through the plans then, and the so the relocation of the sample hut and the weighbridge, and then the outloading side of it. The only thing that's not in this application is the actual the rail is, but not the outloading. That'll come in as a different
Yes. Yeah.
application.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I may further to that too, if they deviate from their planning approval, then it's usually based on complaints. So if you see something that doesn't comply with what you've approved here, then you can prosecute or take action to prosecute. They have to commit the offence before you can prosecute, unfortunately.
And who keeps an eye on that at the time? It's not us, is it?
Um,
I mean, who are they?
Look, it should be if you have the capacity to do it,
Yeah.
but it's usually self-regulating. And if there is a report of a breach, then we have to go and check it.
Mine was more about the outloading silos or whatever they're doing, but they're obviously not putting that in there yet. That's going to come back to us eventually, won't it? For when they do that, when they add on to that, or is that already being done?
It may do, but it's not a part of a overall planning approval with the land because it's separate. It's overhead. It's a facility that goes over the rail and over the railway.
Might come back to us.
Probably it may. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
So
right,
I have to
yeah.
check on that bit. It's still being designed, but whether or not it needs planning approval is debatable.
Yes, it's already going to have to rail underneath it to then got all their environmental in check, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, all good.
Yes.
Looks not too bad.
You can still, obviously, as we did, have the communication there with them to make sure that it fits what the best option. But what they're proposing previously doesn't sound like it's big enough.
Yeah,
whether or not
that's
they-
what I was wanting
Yeah.
to get as big as you can, and let's start thinking 50 years ahead, not 20. You know.
And that'd be good to keep advocating with CBH to keep
Yeah.
pushing them along with the directors and anybody and bringing them up and saying, look, have you got any more money to make this bigger and better because it's not big enough now?
Yeah.
Yeah, or just wait until you do have the money, because we'll do or do it 2 years time and do it the right size. You know,
Well, as long as they can add on to it.
or add on.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put that in the planning, yeah, for sure. So
Stage.
yeah,
And I think that's something we need now that we've seen these, then we can go to the CBH board and have a chat with them and say, yeah, but we want to get to that next step as well. So they have those silos so that Latham Grain can go up there and so
Yeah.
But this is the first stage, I think, which would be great because it's been a long time coming.
yeah.
And be fantastic to get the sample hut out there and the weighbridge out there and
Yeah.
everything out there. But certainly I think we still need to advocate for that overhead silo storage so that we can actually bring grain up from here and do it that way.
That's good.
Yep. Right. Any other queries? No. Can I get someone to resume standing orders? Councillor Sparkman and seconded Councillor Bradford. All in favour? Carried 6-0. So can I get someone to move the 15.2 proposed rail siding and associated works? Councillor Bradford, have seconder. Councillor Bryant. Councillor Bradford, would you like to speak to the item?
No.
Councillor Bryant.
No, good.
Anyone against the item? All in favour? Carried 6-0. 15.3, the Australian Local Government Association National General Assembly registration, the conference in Canberra. Can I get someone to select a nomination? Councillor Fraser?
As previously discussed, I think number 1 will decline the invitation. None of us seem to be interested in going this year.
Can I have a seconder to that? Councillor Sparkman? Would you like to speak to the item, Councillor Fraser?
No.
Councillor Sparkman? Anyone against the item? All in favour? Carried 6-0. Confidential reports, we have none. 17, ordering of the common seal. No. Do that. 18, reports of committees and members. Does anyone have any reports? No. 19, motions of which previous notice has been given. We have none. 20, notice of motions. 21, new business of an urgent nature admitted by council, which we have none. And 22, closure of the meeting. Okay. Close the meeting at 3:14. Thank you everyone for attending.